Okay guys, I'm back with another video. Today is a bit different. So I'm gonna take a break from FundedNext, I think. Not for the reason as you would assume that I'm in drawdown, because I'm not. I'm not in drawdown and it has nothing to do with that. So on Monday I got an email from FundedNext telling me that apparently I'm over risking and that I need to drop my risk to 1% a trade only. Now, bear in mind, I'm not funded with them yet. I've passed phase one on the two accounts that I've showed you guys previously. So on Tuesday, I got this email and I only needed, well, I was up 4% on the phase two on one of the accounts. So I only needed 1% to pass. And then I woke up in the morning and I see this text message, well, this email that they sent me. And it kind of messed up my psychology because this week has been my worst week all year. Not considering that it's been bad because I'm not in drawdown, but I took 4 losses in a row this week. And for me to take 4 losses in a row, something's going on emotionally. So basically, they sent me an email saying, I'll tell you now. We're writing to inform you that we are writing to inform you that the issue observed is high margin usage across your trades. Not risk exposure or lot size. We recommend keeping margins usage between 20 to 30% with a strict maximum of 70% and a 1% risk exposure per trade. So they've basically said, please be advised this is a warning for both margin and risk guidelines. Basically, they're saying we strongly encourage you to adjust your trading practices to align with our guidelines and avoid any further complications. So they've basically told me now that if I risk more than 1% per trade, they're going to basically close both of my accounts. And they said that 1% per trade is during the challenge and all funded accounts, which is kind of bad because that means once I'm funded, that's fine because I'll only risk 1% a trade anyways. But that means if I buy any further challenges, I can only risk 1% a trade, which means that could take me up to 2-3 months just to pass a challenge. Now, do I really want to do that? No. So that's the update. So for the past, well, it's Friday today. Since Tuesday, I've basically been overtrading and I took 4 losses in a row of 1%. And then yesterday I got back 1%, so I'm plus 1%, which isn't too bad. But today, once I do take a trade today, if I take a trade today and I lose, I think that will be my last trading day for the next couple of weeks. Because if I didn't read this email, I was only going to risk 1% on the next trade and I probably would have passed. But I read the email just before I was about to trade and it kind of pissed me off. So yeah, I kind of got annoyed and I said, okay, let me just make this 1% to get this over and done with. And I traded not at my time, and of course these things happen. But I know the reason as to why I lost the trade and I've been losing for the past 4 days is because of this email. So this is just an update for you guys. I'll go onto the dashboard in a minute and you guys can see exactly where I've been going wrong, because now on FundedNext my profitability scale is like 20%, which is stupid. But obviously I know the reason behind it, and I'm sure they know the reason behind it as well, because obviously they didn't send me the email because I'm up 4% and they said, okay, let me just send this to him. There was obvious a reason. I asked them the reason, they showed me. Basically I had 6 lots and they don't agree with someone having 6 lots on a 100k account because it risks 65% margin on something. 65k margin is required just to risk 6 lots on a 1 to 100 leverage. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy that I'm not in drawdown. I'm happy that I'm still positive. one account is on break even. I've only traded it once or twice, so I'm gonna leave one phase one for now. And the plan is, if I win a trade today and I'm up to 2.5%, next week I'll continue trading that same account, try to get that 5%, and then get 5% and I've passed on one account. It's probably going to take, I don't know how long, because I haven't done my KYC with FundedNext. So maybe that'll take a week or two, however long that takes for me to get my live account. Then I'll continue trading the phase one account, the phase two accounts at break even. And then hopefully by the time I get my KYC done and everything done, I can be up and passed on the other phase two account. So then I'll have two 100Ks passed on FundedNext. And I had a promotional offer, which I'm sure on both accounts, which is kind of nice. So I get 300% back once I withdraw. So every withdrawal for the next 2 weeks, I think they're bi-weekly, I get back 100% of my withdrawal, which means I paid like £400 or 500 USD, let's just say, for my challenge account. Even if I withdraw $100, I get back that 450 USD or whatever it is, 500 USD, each withdrawal 3 times. So I got a promotion that's 300%. So every withdrawal, I get back a refund, which is nice. So I'm planning to just risk like a 0.5 or 1% a trade once I do pass. And then just make like 500 to 1K and then get a withdrawal, including my refund, which is basically double the money every 2 weeks for 3 withdrawals, which is good. But that's the update. I'm still positive. I'm just kind of annoyed that they decided to send me this email. But thank God they sent it to me once I was up on both and I'm on phase 2, so I only need to make 5% rather than 8, because then I would have been extra annoyed and it would have taken some more time than expected. So it's been about 3 weeks now with FundedNext. I'm sure I would have passed this week, but obviously things happen. So I think it's going to take longer than expected with FundedNext. But it's fine. We live and we learn. Just means I'm going to take my time with FundedNext, and once I am funded with them, I'll look into getting some more prop firms. I don't know who now, because I keep getting these 1% restrictions with every prop firm for some reason. Like 2 years ago, they never done this. Even 3 years ago, they never done this. It was literally just your 5% daily drawdown, and if you break it, you break it. But now all these prop firms are coming up with these rules, and they're not hidden rules apparently. Onto the dashboard, as you can see, 2 100k accounts, both on phase 2, one's Stellar Light, one's normal. So if I click onto the metrics now, you guys can have a little look at how bad my trading has been going since I got the email. I'm pretty positive that if I didn't see the email and I risked 1%, I probably would have passed. So if we go into the analytics, as you can see, I had 4% profit. I only needed 1% to pass. And since the email on the 1st of August, it's all been downhill. Sorry, since the email on the 4th of August, it's all been downhill for me now. As you can see, if I go into detailed stats, my profitability is less than 30%. My win rate's 30%. My average risk reward is 2.5. Average win is 1700 and my average loss is 700. So if we go here, you guys can see like -1%, -1%, -1.3%. Like a lot of minuses. -1% here. So yeah, it's not really been going good. I mean, they gave me a swap fee of $248, which is insane. And it says I was -1.2%. So I'm not sure exactly how this works now, because initially I was risking 1% and it closed me out for 1.2. But when I go onto the trade on my phone, I'm pretty sure that I didn't lose 1.2%. Yeah, so when I go onto the MetaTrader, I didn't lose 1.2%, but because of the swaps, it says 1.2%. Now, hopefully that's not a complaint, because I mean, they would be able to see if they would be able to see that I went over the threshold if that's the case, but they haven't said anything to me about it, so I should be fine. But yeah, so I think I'm going to take a break for a couple weeks, because since I got the email, it's not really been going so good. Now, if I go onto this account, I haven't really looked at this account. Probability is 50%, win rate's 50%. I've only taken 2 trades on it, 1 win, 1 loss. Maybe I go on to trading the Stellar Light and try get 5% on this one and then just gradually, slowly come back to this account because I don't really like looking at my MetaTrader and I see minus 1% 4 times in a row, because for me to lose 4 trades in a row is kind of insane. But it is what it is, I guess, right? I've got a couple payouts from FTMO next week. So yeah, I've got a couple payouts from next week from FTMO. So I think maybe I'll just take a break from FundedNext, or I just trade this account next week and see how it goes, just risk 1%. I mean, even if I lost another 4 trades in a row on this account, I wouldn't be minus a lot. I'd be minus 4%, which is fine. That would be halfway to drawdown, which I know I can make it back. But I guess I'll keep you guys updated. If you got any idea on what videos I should make, just send me a comment below and I'll start being more consistent. So yeah, man, like and subscribe. There'll be more videos coming soon. Once I pass, I will show you guys the first step of FundedNext once I get my first withdrawal. So yeah, just like and subscribe. There'll be more content coming soon.